All right, hello and welcome back to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. We are here at the South Regionals, one of our last college games of the day in pool play right now. University of Florida versus University of North Carolina. Both teams thus far undefeated. UF has taken down Florida State and Florida Gulf Coast on their way to their current undefeated streak. They have yet to play JMU. Meanwhile, UNC has taken down FSU, JMU, and Gulf Coast. This is their last game of pool play. Good pass behind the hoops by UF. Unfortunately, catches the bludger along with it. Player heads on back to tag up at hoops. Quaffle in the possession of Manowar of UNC. UNC walking Quaffle up the pitch, getting their offense set up. Manowar teasing, going in and then pulling back. Ball stopped by number 1, Gill of UF. Gill running in, makes the pass off to number 42. 42 unable to hold onto it. And number 1 of UNC with Quaffle in their hands, Burnham. UF unable to capitalize on that opportunity, unfortunately. And we have a short stoppage. Referees conversing. I believe there was something in regards to bludger play that happened back behind the camera that is being discussed at this time. Looks like it'll be a yellow card for number 4 of UNC, Champito. That'll be 1 minute in the box or until UF scores. Referee is trying to figure out placement for bludgers, I do believe, and also trying to figure out if the call happened before the Quaffle was turned over to UNC. It looks like the Quaffle is being given back to UF. Cannot see the player number at this time, but they're really close to the hoop. Unfortunately, they also have about 4 UNC players directly around them, so we'll see if they are able to capitalize on this opportunity or if they choose to try to reset the Quaffle to the mid-pitch, which is probably what I would do in this situation. Manowar's right there, very quick player, might be able to jump in front of it, and plus there's a beater immediately in front of the UF player. So best idea might be to reset it in this situation, and takes the shot, and it is good. Goal for UF by number 1, Gill. Makes our score 10-0. UF leads.
You're not cold, are you? It's the wind. I know.
UNC working the Quaffle around. Passing the ball. Really good passing from UNC thus far today. Really trying to make something open up there in the middle. Manowar passes the ball behind the hoops. Shot taken. Gill picks off the Quaffle. Goes running with it. Passes the ball to his teammate. Pass across to number 42. 42 of UF with the goal. Fields makes our score 20-0. UF leads. UNC getting a sub in for Burnham. Trying to get some fresh legs in their Quaffle game. Subbing in for Burnham is number 3, Brockway. Brockway passes back to Manowar. Manowar passing behind the hoops. Pass back up to Manowar. Beaters for UNC trying to make some stuff happen. Shot blocked by number 1, Gill. Gill just has some sticky hands near those hoops, able to catch everything that comes near him. UF takes the shot. It banks off the outside of the small hoop. Bit of a scramble there to the left side of the hoop for the Quaffle. Gill is involved. UNC players are involved. UF has a bludger in the mix, but it looks like UF choosing to go ahead and back off. Manowar for UNC with the Quaffle walking up the pitch. Score is 20-0. UF leads. Again, both these teams on the day thus far undefeated. UF playing a very, very condensed defense. 42, Fields pushes out. Brockway gets the quaffle. Inbounds. Fields walking the quaffle up the pitch for UF. UF setting up their offense. Fields takes the shot. It is good. Score is 30-0. UF leads. Fields able to just sort of walk up to just outside the keeper zone and take that shot. Also had two players that looked like one behind and one to his right that would have been open if he ran into trouble. Thankfully did not and was able to make that goal. Beaters are fighting down by the UF hoops, trying to see who can get control. They're all on the ground. Pass to number 23, Clark. Clark gets tackled behind the UF hoops. Number 23, Clark, behind the hoops, did take a tackle, is okay. Stoppage of the play was made. Not sure if they're going to force her to sub out based on the situation. Number 42, Fields, making sure she is also okay. Fields with the quaffle in his hand. UF with bludger control at this time. Both bludgers pretty close to the quaffle to protect it. Brockway takes a fast beat. Fields rushing up the field. Gets tackled by Manowar. Manowar holding him to the ground. Fields unable to get the quaffle to his teammates. Gets beat in the process. Quick cleanup of the play by Beater Champito. UNC quaffle in hands of Manowar. Manowar talking to his team, letting them know what he wants set up. Beaters with the bludgers on the ground. Only one is in the hands of Champito. Champito throws one back for his team, for their team. Shot was taken by Manowar, but blocked by Fields. Fields takes a long pass to the far side of the pitch. His player gets beat out. Quaffle turnover to UNC. Beaters on both sides of the game. Definitely not afraid to throw their bludgers. Probably some of the most aggressive beater play that I have seen on the college pitch all day. Pretty exciting. I always enjoy it. Beaters can make or break your game. And it's cool to see both these teams playing quite so aggressively and maintaining what they can. Manowar on the far side of the pitch, walking his way back behind the hoops. Passes the ball off. Attempted tackle by UF. Looks like he might have stepped out of the playing field on the backside. UF gets to inbound from behind their own hoops with the quaffle. UNC with bludger control. UF looking to get bludger control back. Manowar challenging very, very high on Fields. Trying not to let him cross. Fields, his arm is wrapped up. He's unable to get a pass, a decent pass off anyway. Does get the ball out to Gill. Gill passes behind the hoops. Clear on the bludger that was thrown. And UF scores. Score is 40-0. That's the first goal that we've seen in a couple drives back and forth. Did not see the number of the individual that scored for UF, but that was a pretty good stutter goal. Score for UF was by number 23, Sander Simon. UNC, Manowar on the far side trying to make something happen for his team. Passes the ball into the backside corner. Ball passed back up top. Manowar able to stop it before it crosses mid-pitch so that they don't use their reset. Bludger control still in the hands of UNC. Manowar takes a shot at the hoops. It goes over and out the backside of the pitch. Ball will be handed over to number 1 Gill of UF for inbound. Gill walking the quaffle up the pitch. Pass to the left side of the pitch. And then cross into the middle, slapped down by Manowar. And then UNC has a player turtle on the quaffle to make sure to keep it for their team. UNC with the quaffle. UF compressing around their hoops. UF gets bludger control in the mix. UNC sending 2 players back behind the hoops. Quaffle now in the hands of number... I can't see the last number because of the long hair. As soon as I am able to, I will let you guys know. Shot made by Brockway goes wide and way over the hoops by UF and off to the backside. Number 98, Morris, was the individual that was holding on the quaffle for UNC, number 98, prior to the pass and the shot over the hoops. Score right now is still 40-0. UF leads. This is the first time that I've seen UNC honestly go down by 40 points in the first place. And again, both these teams still undefeated on the day. So we will see what UNC can do to adjust the rest of this game. UF Fields walking the quaffle up. Passes near side of the pitch to Simon. Simon makes a fake, runs back into the middle, takes the shot. Shot easily picked off by number 8, Dowler of UNC.
I think it's a testament to the strong coaching with University of Florida that they're able to hold against UNC right now, given how much limited play Florida has had compared to North Carolina.
Absolutely. It's definitely a testament to the coaching. You know, UNC's been pretty unstoppable most of the day, but they might have finally found their brick wall in UF. Dowler walking the quaffle up for UNC, passes to Brockway. Brockway back to Dowler. Dowler led by one of their beaters, protected. Dowler passes back outside to Brockway. Brockway running in back behind the hoops. Charging in, takes the shot. Shot is blocked by number 19, Burjandi of UF. UNC comes up with the quaffle. Great tackle made by number 4 of UF. We got a stoppage. I'm not sure if the whistle was before or after that goal. Number 4, Elizabeth Frank, made a great tackle back by the UF hoops. Looked like there might have been some neck contact on the call, but still not sure if the goal came before or after the whistle for stopped.
Oof.
I know that's always rough because that was a really great effort.
Great job with, what number is that?
98, Morris.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, she's been looking great all day. And that was her moment, and it might get taken away, unfortunately. But still, we see what kind of heart she has and hope that she can just do it again for her team. Wait and see what the final call is on the situation. Head referee talking to coach of UF, it looks like. Again, want to thank Visit Myrtle Beach for all their help. We appreciate them. And you guys should come visit. It's great. All right. It looks like there is a yellow card being given to number... Can't see the number from where I'm at, unfortunately. But yellow card for UF. No time. It looks like we'll be served, so I'm assuming that goal was good. Yes. So UNC is finally on the board with that goal from Morris. great effort on all counts. You never want to stop until you really, really need to. Another stoppage called by the referee, talking to their AR. Score right now is 40-10. UF leads. I think it was just a quick stop for, and it might be for like an injury, or a lot of people have been having bloody knees, so I'm going to assume it was something along those lines since no card was issued. Fields with the quaffle at the mid-pitch for UF. Passes the ball off to number 19, Burjandi. Burjandi back behind the hoops and goal for UF.
I can't believe that went in.
That was pretty exciting. 50-10. UF leads. UNC bringing the quaffle up. Getting some fresh legs in both beater and quaffle game. Trying to see if this will work for them. Florida again playing pretty tightly compressed until UNC gets closer, mostly staying behind the keeper zone. Fields putting a little bit of pressure on. But both bludgers for UNC right now being allocated towards the quaffle. Bludgers trailing just behind the quaffle. Quaffle passed across, picked off easily by number 19, Burjandi. Burjandi passes the ball to Fields. Fields charges in, takes a shot, picked up back from behind the hoops. Original shot no good, but second shot is good, so that'll make our score 60-10. And as soon as I can see the number of that player, I will let you know who it is. But overall, great play. And that would be number 2, Prohofsky, with that goal for UF that made our score 60-10. Pass behind the hoops to UNC, unable to hold onto the quaffle. UF picks up the quaffle back behind their own hoops. Bludger control in the hands of UNC. UF trying to get it back, sending one of their beaters back behind UNC hoops to try to be sneaky, and also to distract the beaters from the play in front. Fields able to walk in and score for UF. Score is 70-10. UF leads. Bludger control regained for UNC. UF had come out of there with it, but number 12 of UNC, Sancho, was able to recover a bludger down by UF's hoops and send it back to his own hoops. Lots of passing around the hoops by UNC. Unfortunately gets picked off back behind. And quaffle is put in the hands of number 42, Fields of UF. UF slowing things down, walking the quaffle up, knowing that they don't really want to drive on 2 bludgers that are arming UNC at this time. Fields takes the shot too high, picked up back behind the hoops by Pahovsky. Pahovsky takes the shot and it is blocked. Number 18, Shaw for UNC, charging down the field, but it gets blocked by Burjandi. Number 4 for UF, Elizabeth Frank, turtling on the quaffle, trying to keep it for her team, and she does, hands the ball off to Fields. Fields slowly walking up the pitch. Bludger control back in the hands of UF. UF setting up their offense. UNC trying to push them high. Prohofsky tries to take the shot from behind, gets beat when he picks the quaffle back up. And UNC keeps the quaffle. Shaw for UNC with quaffle in hand. UF squeezing back inside their keeper zone. Getting some fresh legs in the quaffle game for UNC. Manowar is back in. Manowar walking up the far side of the pitch. Their lone beater in the middle, knocking down the bludgers, trying to make some stuff happen. Number 1 of UNC, Burnham, gets just inside the keeper zone, takes the shot, and is able to capitalize. Score is 70-20. UF still leads. UF with bludger control. Bludgers walking the quaffle up the pitch in the hands of Fields. Bludgers really giving a challenge to the UNC quaffle carriers. 19 tries to take the shot, no good. Ball goes rolling out the backside of the pitch, picked up by Manowar. Manowar for UNC walking the quaffle up the pitch. UF still holding strong to bludger control. Really not wanting to give it to UNC at all, and you can't blame them when they're up right now 70-20. Giving over bludger control could really twist this game and take it a whole different direction. So we will wait and see what UNC can do in order to adjust, to try to get bludger control back and to change the current story of this game. UNC doing a great job of passing that quaffle around. Number 1, Burnham, gets just inside the keeper zone, takes the shot. Looked like it might have been high to me, but there is discussion happening between the AR, head ref, and goal ref at this time. So we will see what they were able to see. My eyes are old and not entirely well trained anymore, especially from this angle, but that did look like a shot that went over that small hoop. Wind is picking up a little bit here. Also playing a factor. 1 in the temperature, and 2 in, sending that quaffle rolling and or flying. All right. That is a good goal for UNC. Score is 70-30. UF still leads. UF working their way up the pitch, sending Prochowski back behind UNC hoops. Quaffle thrown over the top, picked up by Burjandi. Burjandi rushes in, takes the shot. Unfortunately, it banks just offside the outside hoop. But it's okay because Fields is there to pick it up and score a goal for their team. Score is 80-30 UF. UF with only 1 bludger back on defense now. Bludger control has switched over to the hands of UNC. Quaffle in the hands of number 1 Burnham for UNC. Burnham and Manowar passing the quaffle back and forth. Burjandi for UF tries to push out hard on UNC and push them out of the way. Burnham tries to capitalize on the loose quaffle for UNC, unable to do so though. Quaffle is back in the hands of UF. Fresh keeper in for UF. Fields so far, I think the only keeper that has been in this game for them. And now we have Simon, number 23, in keeping. Pass behind the hoops to Prochowski. Prochowski gets the goal for UF. Makes our score 90-30. UF, bludger control. Manowar walking close to the midline, waiting to see what the rest of their team can do to help them get bludger control back and open up a scoring lane. Bludgers are on the ground. Manowar doing a full circle around the hoops. UF throws the bludger but misses. Prochowski picks up the quaffle and passes off to Simon. Simon on the far side running with the quaffle but has Manowar there to stop him. Simon passes the ball off to Burjandi. Burjandi back to Simon. Simon manages to stop it before it goes out of bounds, but is getting a lot of trouble from Manowar. Able to get by him. Simon runs in, passes the ball off to Prohofsky, and Prohofsky puts the ball through. Gotta say, thus far on the game, Prohofsky seems to always be at the right place at the right time behind the hoops for their team. Score is 100-30. UF leads. All right, so it's 20 minutes, and that will take us into our halftime. Quaffle will start in the possession of UNC, Bludger Control in the possession of UF. So 2-minute halftime. That'll put our set score at 170, I believe. So I will be back with you guys in a moment so I can update all of our fun stuff. All right, hello y'all, welcome back. If you're just joining us, currently streaming, we have University of Florida in blue and University of North Carolina in black. University of Florida leads 100-30 at the 20-minute mark. Our set score is 170. Snitches on pitch. And we will see how this game could shift and change at any moment. Both of these teams currently undefeated in the college pool play here at South Regionals. UNC has so far defeated Florida State, James Madison, and Florida Gulf Coast. Meanwhile, UF has defeated Florida State, Florida Gulf Coast, and after this match still has to play their game against James Madison. So we'll see how they fare. But as of right now, they are leading the way, but a snitch catch can change anything. Snitching, we have Florida State Castro. Looks like he is raring and ready to go. Castro also seeks for Florida State. He's had a pretty good day so far, I would say. All right, both teams are back on their brooms. Quaffle is starting in the hands of University of North Carolina, Manowar. And we are off. Manowar walking the Quaffle up for UNC. UF with bludger control. Doesn't want to do anything too fast. Wants to get some of those bludgers, or at least one of them anyway, on the ground, which Champeto is able to do. Ball gets passed to the far side of the hoops. No good. Ball passed back behind the hoops. Manowar able to catch it before it rolls out of bounds. Tries to make a fake. Runs in on the backside. Manowar with the goal for UNC puts our score at 100-40. Great effort picking up that Quaffle, making the moves he needs to in order to get their team back in the game. Quaffle moving up on the far side of the pitch, center of the pitch, you'll see a little bit of snitch play. Simon passes the ball off. Ball is rolling, not quite off the pitch. Picked up by Clark. Clark passes the ball off to Manowar. Manowar slowly walking the Quaffle up from behind UNC's hoops. UF with bludger control in hand. UNC being cautious as they head up the pitch, trying to see where to allocate their bludgers. Choosing to use it on the snitch, or the seeker of the opposing team at this time. UNC number 19 Chow tries to pass the ball but gets picked off by Simon. Simon with Quaffle on the far side of the pitch. Engaged by Burnham. Burnham tries to make the tackle, unable to do so. Simon running in. Can he be stopped? Manowar tries to make the tackle. Thankfully the beaters are there to clean up the play. Manowar with the Quaffle, waiting for their team to get ahead of them and set up. Long pass made, but it is picked off by Prohofsky. Prohofsky walking the Quaffle up, makes a far pass to the backside of the hoops to Simon. Simon dodges a bludger, passes the ball back to Prohofsky outside the hoops. Prohofsky takes a long shot and it is good for UF. That'll make our score 110-40. UF leads. Great teamwork there, great passing back behind the hoops. Snitch is still on the pitch. Both teams walking a little bit. UF choosing to put one of their beaters on the snitch. Potential catch by Karis of UF. Looks like there's going to be discussion to see if the catch is good. If it is good, that would put UF much closer to the set score at this time. But I wouldn't leave UNC out of this just yet. We've seen a lot of good stuff from them, and I wouldn't put it past them to try to bring their game together and make their way back. So all we can do is wait and see what the call here is. All right, it sounds like it's going to be no catch. All right, it sounds like the call is no catch, impeding the snitch.
Oh, so frustrating.
I know.
Do it again, 11. Do it again.
Literally feel like you got it, and then it gets literally ripped from your fingers. Pass by Burnham across is too high, goes rolling out of bounds, so it'll be UF's ball to inbound. A lot of beater play. All three bludgers are back behind UF's hoops right now. UF with bludger control. Simon with the quaffle at center pitch for UF. Stalls a little bit, realizing Manowar's in front of him. Passes the ball off to number 22. Toro. Ball gets turned over to Manowar, but doesn't look like Prohovsky's ready to just give that away yet. Prohovsky gets beat. Spence, number 12, beating for UF, also gets beat on that play, trying to help out their teammate. Bludger turnover. Ball given back to UF. Didn't see the exact call there, but UNC with bludger control. One of the bludgers did get returned to UF though, so they are not completely helpless on defense. Quaffle is in the hands of UNC. Referee is just resetting a couple of the players. It looks like for the stoppage, people might have moved after the double whistle, making sure everyone's back where they need to be. We are back on our brooms, and play has started again. Shot taken by Burnham, blocked, but then picked up and a goal scored. Number 50, or sorry, not number 50. Score is 110-50. UF leads. UNC definitely staying in this game though. Shot by UF too high. Tries to make the quick recovery and score off of that, unable to capitalize. Ball is in the hands of Manowar back behind UNC hoops. Beaters allocating themselves to the seekers. UNC trying to give their seeker as much time with a snitch as possible. Number 6, Becca Milligan in seeking for UNC. It's been close a couple times, and her beaters are letting her get all the time in the world that she needs. Quaffle with Burnham on the near side of the pitch. Pass behind the hoops. Great shot and goal for UNC by number 19, Chow. UNC definitely not out of this yet, not letting them be counted out. Score is 110-60. UF still leads, but UNC definitely not out yet. Karis is choosing to defensive seek a little bit to get Milligan out of the way with help from the beaters before going in and attacking the snitch. Stoppage for a potential catch by Karis. Quaffle is in the hands of number 19, Chow, for UNC though. Chow was looking to run down quick and get a goal for their team. And that catch by Karis is good. Score is 145-60. Our set score is 170. But the quaffle is in the hands of UNC. Chow with the quaffle has a bludger standing between him and UF's hoops, but Chow also has Sancho there with bludger to distract UF's beater. Sancho throws the quaffle, passes are made. Manowar on the far side gets the quaffle for UF and puts it through the hoop. Makes our score 145-70. Small stoppage on the play, I think, to check for injury. Yep, and we are going to get a sub in for UF. Number 6, Summer Gaydon, subbing out. Coming in is number 16, Catherine Defabach. I hope I am saying that correctly. Quaffle is in the hands on the far side of the pitch with UF. Our score is 145-70, set score 170. 3 would do it for UF. UNC is going to need 100. Burjandi for UF, running the quaffle in from behind, takes the shot, and it is good. That'll make our score 155-70. 2 more for UF to put this game to an end. Quaffle is handed back to Manowar of UNC. UF keeping bludger control. Bludger control is really what has kept them leading this entire game. They've had it majority of the time, and because of that, it's been really difficult for UNC to get their offense really flowing around the hoops because people are getting tapped out here and there. And there's actually been a lot of really good blocks on the side of UF too, that even when UNC takes those long shots that were working so well earlier, they're able to get blocked. Manowar runs behind the hoops, passes the ball off to Brockway. Brockway passes the ball back up top. Shot is too low, and then Brockway gets beat out behind the hoops. Fields running up the pitch. Jukes, and unfortunately hits the bracket on the small hoop, and then gets sent back to hoops by the referee, giving UNC some room to breathe for a second as they get some fresh legs into the quaffle game. New keeper and a new chaser coming in. UNC trying to stay in this game, claw their way back. No, not called good. Shot looked like it was over. Quaffle is still back in the hands of UNC though, in the hands of Shaw at keeper. Shaw passes long across the pitch. And number 4 of UF, Elizabeth Frank, with a great tackle. Fields picks up the quaffle for UF, being pestered by Clark though, and then pestered by Shaw. Shaw gets beat and has to head back to hoops. Fields looking to make their way in towards the hoops. Brockway is there to stop them though and slow them down. UF doing a pretty good job of passing around at the mid-pitch line. UF with bludger control, taking their time, trying to push UNC away from their hoops. UNC very congested around their hoops. Burjandi tries to go in and score, but it is tipped away, does not go in. Fields trying to pull the quaffle with him. Able to get it through the hoops, even though he had 3 people on him trying to prevent it. Able to break away from that bit of a scrum behind the hoops and get a goal for their team. Score is 165-70. One more goal would do it for UF. UNC really has to nail down their defense here if they want this game to continue on this next drive, and really needs to capitalize here too, because it's been a while since they scored. And by a while I mean I don't think they've scored since the snitch got caught. Clark passing around up top with Shaw, hoping that the beaters can make something happen. Bludgers are all on the ground. Shaw passes to number 79, Davis. Davis able to get a goal and keep UNC in this game. UNC again really has to lock down their defense here. This next goal could end the game. Quaffle is in the hands of Fields. Fields, very slow, very methodical, walking the way up, trying to work with their team, figure out what's going to be the best way to attack this so that they can can get past the set score and win this. Number 1, Gill to the outside, gets the pass from Fields, passes back behind the hoops. Long shot taken. Unfortunately, it's not able to be held onto. Fields picks up the quaffle, though, charges in, scores through the top hoop, but it is called off. Head referee says no goal on that. It looked like there might have been a beat that happened before he was able to release the quaffle through that hoop. Things are exciting here. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. Getting some new legs into the beater game for UNC. Number 7, Brown. And then number 28. Fields tips the ball, or sorry, not Fields. Number 23, Simon, able to tip the ball almost away from UNC, but UNC does get the ball back. Shaw, trying to make something happen, tries to make the pass back behind the hoops, but it is picked up by number 1, Gill of UF. Gill sends the ball down far to Simon. Simon able to put that ball through the hoops. No defense in front of him. And that is the game. Final score is going to be 175-80. UNC is undefeated no more. UF remains undefeated in pool play. We have another game coming up here shortly after. We'll have Florida Gulf Coast versus Florida State University for you in the college pool play. So make sure you stay tuned, and thanks for listening.